All right.
Hello everyone, how's everyone doing tonight? It's good to be back. And in the 350. We tried to have a flight with the 350 when it came out, but it just straight refused to load. But after way too many hours of wasting our time and figuring out how to get to load in appropriately, we have come up with a solution for multiples of us. And it actually works for other airplanes in the sim as well. Unfortunately, the LODs seem to be the issue. So with my system, I have the ability to run pretty high LODs. And generally, I leave it there. But with 24, it seems that with the 350... Oh, check that out. Someone's departing right there. That's pretty cool. Who is that? E2, EGM. Oh, yeah, he was down here on the ground earlier. But anyways, so with 24, for some reason, it doesn't like having the LODs high when you load in with a 350, so I have to turn down the the terrain LOD, TLOD, down to like 100 or less to get the plane to load in. And it's actually getting better. I don't know if that's IniBuilds working on some stuff or just them, massaging the aircraft, getting it to where it needs to be. It's making it better, but anyways, it is getting better. So we're figuring things out, but 24 is still a wonky sometimes. So anyways, we are in San Juan, and we will be heading to Miami. And I think I just saw somebody make a comment about that a second ago. Francisco from Puerto Rico, and love flying around here on 24. Awesome. Glad you're here, Francisco. I think we're going to pull the time back a little bit. The sunset was pretty cool with these clouds, so when we get back up to the cockpit, we may pull the time back just a touch, and we'll cheat getting the local weather with the shortcut, since you can't disengage the time with the weather yet. I know that's coming in the future. It'll be wonderful in VATSIM, because flying at night's fun, but you know, luckily the days are starting to get longer, but this time of year, especially the last few months, it gets a little old flying at night every time. And I know for the stream, the quality isn't quite as good. So I did reinstall Windows 11 here recently, so if you guys can't hear me right, or things look a little wonky, let me know, and so we can adjust it and move on. Yeah, the sunset and sunrise are awesome. Okay, cool. So yeah, we'll move it back. When I loaded it in a little while ago, it was beautiful. So we're gonna roll it back. Let's call it half an hour, and it really should be you know, let's make it an hour. So then we can depart with a nice sunset, chase that all the way up to Miami there. It's a little over 2 hours for the flight time today. And we're going to do a little time acceleration just to keep the time down and let everybody get to bed before our Monday work schedule. So, all right, well, let me get back in Discord here. I got to set hotkeys up on my Stream Deck still, but things are a little manual. Get back in here. We've got Dev, Eddie, Ron, and Kyle. We've got a little bit more of a crew than usual. People are starting to, I think they're ready to start getting back in the sim and flying again. So it's kind of nice to get a crowd again. Last, was it Thursday? We had like 7-8 people in here. It was pretty fun. But unfortunately, I didn't have the OBS set up yet. So anyways, I'm just rambling at this point. Let's go ahead and get back into the cockpit and get started. Okay, I am back. Alright, let's see here. Let's go back to the cockpit. And I'm going to move it back an hour, guys. So,
alright.
Let's go to custom on the time. It is currently 1804. Let's go to 1704. There we go. Let's see what that looks like. Okay. Oh, yeah, there we go. That's going to be beautiful. Be much nicer. And then we can take advantage of the sunset in Miami. Alright, let's go ahead and get this airplane set up. So, ADRs are good. Crew supply, let's get the fuel tanks on. We do have external power. Let's start the APU. And starting getting this cabin cooled down. Go ahead and arm, auto, and auto. Go down to flight ops. Go ahead and import from SimBrief. We're about on schedule here. And Ochi. Import for SimBrief. Francisco says, Dev, what's up? Set 0 fuel weight and set fuel. Loading, fuel loading complete. And we have 324. Oh, we've got a full airplane today. I have yet to have a full airplane flight, or a full flight with this airplane yet, so this is going to be fun. Alright, ooh, it's a little big. Zoom that out just a little bit here. I'm glad they added this feature, because when I first started flying the 350, it was this itty-bitty text, and couldn't even read it without zooming all the way in. So, we got a flight level 400. We're heading from San Juan to Miami. We've got a cruise winds of 280 at 50, so a little bit of a headwind. ETE of 2 hours and 24 minutes, and a little less than 1,000 miles, so not too shabby. We'll, like I said, be doing a little time acceleration just to make it a little quicker for us tonight before we go back to work tomorrow. Cost index of 80. That's actually kind of low. I've been seeing it pretty high in this thing lately. Minimum fuel is 41721. Let's make sure we got that in there. We got 443 currently, so we are plenty good there. And really, that is the most important stuff for now. So, let's go ahead and take a look at the overhead.
Do you have a cost index?
Oh, it did not give you one?
No, I have a cost index of A or B. That's it. Those are the only two options.
Oh, we missed a fuel tank there. That's why we checked the overhead again. Okay. All right. Everything's good there. Let's go down to the FMS. Hopefully that looks good on the stream. It looks like it does. I was fighting some HDR to SDR stuff as usual earlier. And we do have an updated nav database from the 20th to the 16th of April, so that's good. Let's go ahead and clear out the scratch pad and go to our edit page. Copy. Requesting. They have an awesome bar and sky deck at the entrance of the airport for plane spotting. Can you get in there without having to go through, like, security? Insert to flight plan. And San Juan to Miami. 400 like we discussed. Cost index of 80. And winds. Go ahead and copy our wind requests. Yes. Oh, that's awesome. Have you ever visited PR? What is PR? Peru?
Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico. I have not been to Puerto Rico. It is on my to-do list, though, to go to Puerto Rico. Probably a few years from now, but I've got a few other trips lined up in the meantime. Clear received. Insert winds. And see if those inserted. Okay, beautiful. Look at that. Get our winds. All right. Back to
Anyone
page.
know what top of climb is? I cannot find it for the life.
Top of climb?
Sorry, not top of climb. Top of departure.
Top of the part. What do you mean?
Oh, 5,000 top altitude.
Oh, your initial altitude. Okay.
Sorry, it's been a long day.
At the entrance before you get to the terminal, and the bar is the beginning of the route. That's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. Let me get Volanta. I got that overlay, and it was working, but I had a crash right before, and it looks like the overlay is working now. Okay, cool. Alright, winds are good. IRS should show all nav with a 0.1 nautical mile accuracy. Everything looks good there. Departure. We are looking at... I don't think it gave us a runway on here, but... I think it gave us runway 8. Let me just unload and import this again from SimBrief just to make sure.
Oh crap, dial flap, I forgot about that.
Yeah, runway 8. Okay, cool. Puerto Rico is freaking amazing. I'm part of the US. Yeah, I very much look forward to going to Puerto Rico at some point. I've got plenty of friends who have been there. Alright, departure runway 8, and we have the Acme 3 and a transition. Not that one, so none. Insert.
Yeah, I had an issue with my transition for some reason.
And then our arrival, we'll go ahead and put in what we're scheduled for, which is runway 9, Vice 2, Medes. Runway 9, approach, ILS 9, via star, what did I say, Vice 2? Nope. I've got to scroll. I can't wait for them to make it so we can scroll on the screen here. Vice 2 with a transition of Medes. Fun fact, the pina colada was invented there. Oh, I didn't know that, actually. That's pretty cool, though. Insert. Alright. Go back to our
trim
page.
feels off. Okay.
What's that?
Sorry, I have a mechanical trim calculator, and I thought that was too low, but my brain just fried.
Oh. Alright, so 0 fuel weight. Let's scroll down just a touch here. Oh, sorry. Sorry about that. Make sure I had the right things pulled up. 0 fuel weight. We have a 0 fuel weight. Where's that at? Why am I not seeing it? Oh, right there. 3829er. 2.9, and if you hit enter, it just goes to the next one, which is nice. 0 fuel CG 3024, 2, enter, and a block fuel of 43,000 pounds.
What is a pina colada?
It's like a coconut drink. Why'd that not enter?
maybe rum, something,
Oh,
and like
that kind of
Oh.
drink.
it's
It needs to be
it's
just
like
42.
and the ice is like crushed like a slushy.
Yeah.
Slush.
Oh.
Yeah.
I am not a huge fan of pina coladas. Fax number, we got 324. Enter. And that should take care of it. We're going to be in econ for our climb. It's a magical drink. Makes you happy. Makes you very happy. Or very angry, one of the two. And then in it, and that takes care of the fuel and load. Let's go to our takeoff performance. Let's go
It can also
ahead.
make you sleepy.
Yes, it will. And yeah, I don't drink anymore, but mojitos used to be my thing. I was a big fan of mojitos. Sync from somebody. And sync. And compute. Oops. Alright, runway 8 confirmed. We've got 137, 141, 146. 141 and 146. And we're looking at a flex departure of 67 degrees. And flaps 1. And THS is 30.5. 30.5. Enter. Fax will leave on. Very light in the grand scheme of things. And that takes care of that. What's going on, Nez? How are you? Okay. I think we're good here. Go down to the terminal charts. Let's figure out our taxi route. We're at San Juan. And we are expecting runway 8 for departures. So let's go to the airport. Airport info. Runway 8 is off over here. We are at apron 6. So it looks like we'll do a November to, I guess Sierra would be the easiest thing to do. November Sierra. And what is our local weather right now? Good to 87.
Oh, nice.
Ended up getting a 3-pack of 3080 Ti's from a mining rig. A 3-pack?
Oh, yeah, why'd you get the 3-pack? For spares?
You can spares, yeah. They opened up runway 08 after a fresh pave of asphalt. Took a while. Wait. Oh, really? Cool. So we got a new plane and
That's great.
new asphalt. Let's see. We want D8us. And let's go ahead and get our request for weather. One for me, one for my son, and one I'll sell. There you go. Make
That
up
makes
a little bit
sense.
of
That's
that.
actually nice.
We've got an altimeter 3010. Now, how accurate that is, since we did change the time, I don't know. But we're going to go with it anyways. Not a big deal on departure. And Dev said initial altitude was 5,000 feet.
Yes.
So altimeter constraints, 5,000 feet set and confirmed. Go take a look at our flight plan real fast here. We do have a discontinuity, so go down to plan mode there. See what we're looking at and working with. Oh wow, that's interesting. Why is there this weird discontinuity there?
Oh, gosh. How did that part survive?
Alright, so we need to go direct to Paldi, and then that should go to Feco, which that did load in. Okay, so let's go ahead and get rid of this discontinuity. So it should go to Paldi, Feco, and then we'll do a direct to once we get airborne. Runway heading on runway 8 is 078. Go ahead and dial that in. I do have the Mobi flight running here.
How am I supposed to close this door? To lose my mind.
078. Out of one of them Had to clean one, or I had to clean them up and cool them down quite a bit. One of them still had the plastic film on the thermal pads. Oh well. Wife and I flew out of here to Calubra. Calubra? How you say that? On a Islander nosedive into Calubra. Fun times. Got a great deal on them because the seller knew they needed work. Hey, you know what? That usually helps tremendously.
Yeah. Still trying to screw you over.
Yeah. Alright, go into the zoom, go ahead and do the airport load map. It's pretty simple taxi, so we don't have to spend too much time here.
I regret taking this plane so much right now.
Like I said, November 2 Sierra, so this is, we won't even bother putting markers down. This is pretty straightforward. $1,200 shipped and taxed. Hey, that's the cost of one when they were brand new. So, I mean, if you get one good one out of the whole deal, then can't complain too much. Or 1.5, let's say that. 1.5 would make it worth it. How's the microphone audio sound, guys? I did have to reset everything up since I did reinstall Windows. So I just want to make sure everything sounds good. What are your friends flying? I don't know. What are you guys flying?
MD-82.
That's an MD-82. Ron, what are you in?
I got the A320.
A320. And Kyle and Eddie?
C-17.
C-17. Ooh, we got an
Of
intercept.
course.
He does love his C-17.
I do.
Alright, whoops. Didn't mean to do that. Let's go confirm. We have APU. It's available. APU bleed is on. We'll go ahead and turn our beacon on. Let's go down to our ground equipment. Doors are all shut. Equipment is all removed. So let's go ahead and release our parking brake.
Oh crap, I have no way to push back.
And hopefully this works pretty well.
Alright, Shift P. No, that's not the key binding.
Use your reversers. Use your reversers.
Oh yeah, I forgot this thing can do that.
Your mic is Lima Charlie. All three of them work. I've just finished the last one. Got the 10. Why does it always do this? Go straight back. Straight back. Thank you. All right. Ignition to start. Wait a few seconds. Wait for that valve to click on. And engine number 2. They did add windmilling to the engines. I think it was in there the whole time, but I think it was a bug that they weren't working. And they fixed the LODs, so hopefully it doesn't look kind of weird in flight. We'll check it out here in a few minutes. But it was kind of glitchy right there at the fans, although it's looking a lot better already. Need to get GSX working again.
Why? My controls went for a minute. Oh no.
Go ahead and stop it here. Wonder if they fixed the yaw. Wonder where it kind of, it's super sensitive, rolling back and forth. Wonder if
Oh, come on.
The trade headwinds are good. They're at San Juan. Yeah, it was very sensitive. And I did get the Moza AD9. And engine 1, engine 2 is available. And it is fantastic. I'm not really using the force feedback on an Airbus, obviously, but for you know, being able to mimic the feel of an Airbus joystick, it has been excellent. Now, what's wrong, Dev?
I had a Wasson crash, so I will be pulling an Eddie and be flying an interceptor with you behind.
Okay.
So I'm sorry. I'm really annoyed, but it is what it is. I broke it so bad, none of the animations would even work. I don't know what I did.
Now, here's a problem I am having with this aircraft. If I have my head tracking on, it is super hard to click things. And then we will enter a random squad code here. assume 1228.
That honestly sounds kind of like a track IR issue, less of an IniBuilds issue.
It's an IniBuilds issue because it doesn't happen on other aircraft. The issue is where you're slightly moving. It's also a turbulence problem. So when your head's bobbing around or something, so if you've got FS Realistic or something similar, it's impossible to click.
Hey, Ron Sim crashed as well. Do you want to give him a second to hop back in?
Sure.
Okay, just a thought.
How's the Moza? We will talk about that in a second, but so far I love it. All right, engine 1 and 2 are available. Let's go ahead and brakes on, spoilers armed, engine to norm, and we are flaps on. APU can come off. Alright, after start checklist complete. Let's go to where's the button at? Flight controls. Alright, right rudder. Left rudder. My pedals are sliding, that's not a good sign. We may have to clean them. In flight. Full up. Full down. Full left. Full right. And good. The Toby and FS just added it with an integrated platform. FS Realistic. Is that what you're talking about? For brake, I did forget to do that. Alright, so we are ready for taxi. I know that Dev and Ron are working their way back into the sim, so we'll give them a second. Now, I wish they would flip these buttons back around. That's really annoying. Taxi lights, everything else is good. Overhead's clear. ECAM is clear. Just got to test our takeoff config. Push the brakes in, park brake off. And we're going to taxi out of here and do a right turn onto November and a left turn onto Sierra. I am intrigued that we're not rolling. Oh, the wheels are turned. Hang on. Is this darn... Oh, there it goes. Yeah, the wheels are just turned. Okay, cool. It disarmed my spoilers. What did it do that for? Oh, it did it again.
The heck?
Why is it disarming my spoilers?
You're a rogue keybind?
The only thing I did was move my throttles. Maybe it's where I went to idle.
Possibly?
Which would be kind of strange, but... Take a right here? Or do we need to go out to the taxiway? Yeah. I guess we can. Toby eye tracker? Head tracker? I actually got one, but where I have this 48-inch TV that I play on, they do not recommend anything bigger than, I think, 32 inches. And it did not work for me whatsoever. So I could not use it, unfortunately. I'm going to be doing a slow taxi here as we head down over to November. And waiting on the guys to get back in the sim. You say you're back?
I'm going to 2020 though. I can't.
Oh, okay.
Can't deal with that. I was changing some settings and that was it. Well done.
Yeah, you can't multitask at 24.
Nope.
You know what's funny is I was beating the crap out of the sim earlier trying to get OBS set up. And it ran just fine. And as soon as I loaded in here, tried to change the cameras to get my custom wing cameras that you guys just saw there, it decides to crash on me like immediately. I was like, really? Let's slow just a touch here. Make this right turn. You change your winglets on this through your left screen. Well, see, this one has the livery managed parts to the aircraft and parts and equipment, so I don't really know how much I can actually adjust. And we can look at that here in a minute on the cruise, but
Where are you, Knock? Are you on the terminals
I'm
or
on November? And right now I have the noise canceling on, so we're going to turn that off on departure here. And I think it's under sound. And noise canceling off so that we can hear this thing growl as we depart out of San Juan here. Alright, look for runway 8, which is off to our left.
I'll be there in just a sec. Really annoyed. I had my entire flight plan set up and I started the APU and it crashed out on me.
Yeah. Typical. What res do you run on a 48-inch TV? Okay. And we are looking for Sierra. Sierra's off to our left. And we're clear. Keep those brakes pressed and just go past a little bit. Big airplane, left turn, 90 degrees. Give her a little juice to keep that momentum. VSync is off and I have it set to target 120 frames with the dynamic settings. Everything else is ultra. The only thing that's not ultra is the T-Lide, and I turned that down to 300s. 300 whenever I'm in the airliners. But it's run pretty smooth, so I'm pretty happy. And I think I had that dynamic setting on from like day one, so everyone else was complaining about performance, and for some reason they didn't have it turned on, but I did. And I'm like, it runs great. I don't know what your all's problem is. Yeah, it's LG C2. Go. It's either 120 or 144 max. I can't remember off the top of my head. It's super nice TV. Makes flying a sim. It's a whole different experience when you go to a big TV like that. Alright, how's everybody doing? I'm heading to the hold short point for runway 8.
I'll be right there in a second.
Okay, we gotta figure out these ground spoilers, why they keep disarming. And then, takeoff config. Checked, normal. There's Eddie. He actually shows up as the right airplane, kind of. The textures are really weird. Your cockpit is like all smudged together.
It looked like one of those static things that the fire department, the airport, that our practices on. It's a burnt out husk.
Yeah. This is what Eddie's aircraft looks like after more than 5 crashes.
Yeah, I'm taking this burnt out husk to Miami today.
That's awesome. We are at the hold short TCAS.
I will be. Promise, I'm almost there. I'll be right behind you.
TCAS. TARA. All right, let's go. Strobe can come on. Landing lights can come on and take off. And we are clear. Auto on. Auto. Everything's good there. All right, let's get out of here. Let's confirm runway 8. When we turn around here, it looks correct. Nav, the ND there. Runway 8 confirmed.
Alright, I'm headed to runway 8 myself.
Alrighty. Let's go 50%. Bit of forward pressure, ground spoilers disarmed again. What is going on there? Oh, I know what it was. And let's go flex. My spoolers were just ever so slightly out of the detemp. adjust that pressure.
V1.
V1 and rotate. Is it right here?
Saw that.
Goodbye, San Juan. And lever climb, left turn here. That's beautiful.
Whoa, I just saw C-17. Looks like a burnt out husk past me, too.
Speed
The
flaps
force
up.
will be applied to both the C-17 and the A350.
Alright, gear up, flaps up, and spoilers disengaged. Make sure they actually went forward there. And we need to go do a direct to Hackney. No, I didn't want to delete. Wrong button. I wanted to go to, is it direct to? Insert. That's light disconnected. Okay, we took care of that. And we're going to imagine we've been cleared to 400. I'll get to everybody's messages here. Hold on.
Now we're sterile through 10.
Yeah, there you go. This displays down a little bit here. It's a little bright, even for me. It's a beautiful departure right there. Adult Sun setup is a... Oh, wait, sorry, no, I missed your message. I'm running a 48-inch at 1080, 60 hertz VSync on a TV refresh rate. Well, I mean, 60 hertz is perfectly fine for the sim, you know. Most people are running in between 30 and 60 FPS, so... I don't think MS 2024... Oh, sorry, I keep missing messages about doing multitasking. Adult Sun setup is a Samsung G9 49-inch curved with an i9 14900K looking metal. Godlike overclocked at 6 gigahertz. Holy crap!
How did you?
1.38 volts, 57 to 63 degrees Celsius. That's pretty awesome, actually, Francisco. I'm actually impressed. I don't think 24 is CPU bound as people think. I'm running a 12900 stock settings with no trouble. Yeah, it's honestly 24 runs a lot better than 2020 does for me. Let's go watch that engine wiggle. There is any. Building my rig in the living room. Oh wow, 9950 X3D with a 4090. It's pretty good. 96 gigabytes of RAM. Why 96 instead of 128? What's keeping you from getting that extra stick there? Or how are you configuring that? TV 75-inch Sony Bravia. Oh, he's the man. He couldn't let us have the big screen, guys. He had to outdo us. I'm gonna eventually one day I'm gonna build a home cockpit, and then I'm gonna invite everybody over to come hang out and fly. Fios 2 gigs, internet, someplace, so many other games. Flight sim is more my thing. Stability 20 has the stability for sure. 24 does not have that yet, but you know, we'll get there again. You got to remember that 20 is 4 or 5 years old now, so. And don't get Dev started on a rant.
Please
check out
don't,
the
because
left.
I will get started and you will never hear the end of it.
We're gonna have to have a little, what, you
Intervention.
guys, well, no, I've done that. Who's watched Family Guy, and specifically the episode where Peter has the news job and has the, you know what
Yes.
grinds my gears segment.
Yes. Yes.
We need to
yes,
come
I
up with
do.
something for Dev. What do you guys think it should be called?
Technicalities.
Dev-nicalities?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, technicalities. There it is. We're getting closer. If that's not it, we're close.
We're close. Dev-nicalities. All right, guys. We must be at 10,000. This thing's speeding up. And that we are. Okay. Landing lights can come off. And let's go ahead and do an overhead panel check real fast. Everything looks good. Strobes on, beacons on, nav is on, logos auto, landing lights off. And we can go ahead and release the passengers. There's that sunset.
You have a whole military squadron on your pack.
Oh, really?
A transport and a fighter.
Gosh. Wait for you guys to catch up. Well, it's unfortunate. The stream, because I had to do that HDR to SDR, just colors don't come through just right. Dev and I worked for 4 hours earlier trying to get it to work right, but oh, there goes somebody. Who was that? Oh, that was Dev. When I had the GTX 1080, the CPU never passed 38% load. Oh, that's because of the different cores, not so much. It wasn't running at 100%. Like one core was probably cranking 100% or more, or less, but the whole chip itself wasn't. Goes as high as 50%. It must have hanged. Well, okay. Your CPU. Oh, I see what you're saying. So you're saying that it's utilizing more resources after you upgraded the video card. Okay. That can make sense because if your video card can pump out more frames for it to process, then the CPU has to work a little harder. So yeah, you may not have been using that one core to maximum capacity like I said, so I was maybe wrong there. No need for anti-ice. We are well above freezing. Game Tech Reviews on YouTube has great videos on just RAM and what he has tested depending on motherboard size, speed, and stability. Very knowledgeable in this. Tech Thursdays is the most popular day. So is that why you decided to go with the 96 gigs for some sort of advantage? The KSP cores have 2 cores that love 6 gigs and the rest are 5. You know what? I mean, for 6 gigs, I mean, the P cores are what matter. We don't really care too much about the efficiency cores.
I honestly don't get the point of the efficiency core sometimes.
That's where all of your Volantas and Navgraphs and Discords should be running. That frees up your P cores for, run the sim.
But we all know Electron, the most unoptimized crap in the world, does not run on efficiency cores probably, which both Volanta has written in.
Yeah, it does not run great. Volanta is very laggy when I'm running the sim.
Yeah, it's just nature of Electron apps.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of how they...
It's your... I mean, think about you're packaging the entire Chrome engine for each application. So you're running a whole new Chrome instance every time you spin up an application, which sucks in performance.
Which is kind of surprising because lasted.
Because it's easy.
Easy does help.
Yep.
So we have been in the air for 9 minutes. We left a few minutes late, not too bad. buttons do. I'm gonna start pushing buttons, see what happens. Status. Deferred procedures list. Interesting. No deferred procedures. ABN. Abnormal nonsense procedures. Oh, okay. That's cool. Recall last. Status normal. Dispatch. More. No more. What I love about the 350 is that the standard button you push forward now instead of pulling back like you do on the 320. That used to, it never made sense to me.
Hey, that broke you above the head.
What's that?
That drove you over the edge.
Yeah, I mean, everything else in the Airbus autopilot panel is push forward to get the plane control. Why is the one thing that you take over control you had to push forward? Doesn't make any sense. And you give the plane control by pulling. Never understood that.
Look over your left wing.
Left wing. I see nothing.
What? I'm right there. The heck? Oh, I know. It's looking at the outside.
You gotta
quite.
scoot up a little bit in your Bonanza. Anyone ever seen a Bonanza fly with a 350? Oh, shoot. Live stream looks great on my TV, thank you. I'm going to switch to my living room TV. Alright, Ness.
Hold on, I'll be there in a second.
Yeah, I would like to get... I need to get 4K 60 FPS and try again, see if it'll handle it. There was some weird YouTube server thing that was going on that was cutting my streams out before. So I wasn't too happy with that.
See me now?
Yep.
Yeah, studio. Good. I'm gonna stay like this the entire flight.
You're gonna get exhausted.
Oh yeah, I totally am. The amount of throttle movements and hand movements I have to make right now is insane.
Guess think we should expedite the climb. Make that work real hard.
If you... Yeah.
We can figure out a way to make these colors better.
Oh yeah, we can.
On
We just
stream.
spend over 6 hours on it.
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna get it figured out because what I'm seeing is a little different than what you guys are seeing.
It's bad.
I wouldn't
It's
say
not bad,
it's
it's just not great. It's just not great.
Yeah, it's not great back yes. Are you streaming at 4K? I am running at 4K and it's downsizing to 1440. Or downscaling. I need to try 4K again, but now that I dual stream here and on Twitch, I don't know how well that'll go over. Although I have gigabit internet,
by
so
the
it may
way.
be okay. What do you got?
From apparently from a standpoint of setting it up, Twitch is much easier to stream on.
Yes, Twitch is much
Found
easier.
earlier today.
Yeah, 1440 60 FPS is what I'm streaming at. I am playing at 4K. But YouTube will allow me to stream 4K 60 FPS, which I used to do. But then YouTube started having some weird server issue that, like, it would just completely skip sections of the stream. It was weird.
Oh, I just had a thought. What would you think about running 2 streams? One SDR stream, one HDR stream.
That is too much work.
I'm just putting it out there.
That would require 2... Oh no, I could do it with this multiple output.
Yeah, plug it. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking.
I mean, I
One
guess it
that has
wouldn't be
the
that
true
hard.
HDR.
The only problem is that it would have to be on a different channel. Like
No,
you
what
do
if
with
they allow
Twitch
multiple
channel.
streams now?
What?
YouTube allows multiple streams now.
At the same time?
Yep.
From one channel.
Yes.
Really? I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm. Yep. It's been away. I think it's been away for like 6 or 7 months now.
Oh, well.
The purpose was
Shows
so
what I
channels
know.
could run 24/7 live streams and then also have regular live streams on top of that. But I don't see why you can use it
okay.
for this purpose either.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
The ocean. I do like the patterns of water, which I think you get. Yeah, you guys can see that. I need to figure out
Only
why.
reason I said that is for people with HDR monitors, it might look nicer and they could get the full experience.
Yeah. For some reason, my Twitch chat is not working. In OBS, let's see here. Twitch chat. Oh, wait, never mind. It's making me.
You are making me work real hard with your up and down swaying right now.
I'm not doing anything.
Look at your plane is swaying up and down.
Oh, it's making me log in. Let's see here. Of course, I have a crazy password. Why would I use a normal password?
Use a password manager like normal people, please.
I do,
Bitwarden.
but it's in OBS.
Install Bitwarden on your server. Please.
Well, I have it all on my phone and in Chrome, like, you know, most people.
You don't have the desktop. Oh. I use the CLI like an unnormal person.
Use the what?
CLI. It's the terminal interface for Bitwarden.
Oh.
I feel like that gives off I use Arch, by the way, vibes.
I got the chat working now. Twitch. That was proving to be a problem there.
Oh crap, I'm using 120 kilograms a minute right now of fuel. The heck?
120 kilograms a minute.
Yep.
What are we
Now I'm
burning?
going to 250.
We are burning 9,500 pounds per engine per hour. So what is that per minute? So 9,500 divided by 60. 316 pounds per minute.
Yeah, but the thing is, I'm a single person, small plane with one engine. You're a massive jet that can hold hundreds of people.
50,
It's the only difference.
52, 53 gallons of gas a minute. Could drive to Miami from San Juan
That is insane.
multiple times on the fuel. It's just burning every minute.
But you gotta remember how many more people this thing holds.
Yeah.
It's probably still not
Right now we got
friendly when you
344
think
people.
about it. Okay,
Like-
you think it would be better if everyone drove themselves or if everyone takes a plane, environmentally friendly wise?
Oh, taking a plane is more efficient.
Is it? I did not know that.
Yeah, I think it's like 30, 40 miles per gallon. I mean, unless you have like a hybrid or something. Maybe more. Ivy is telling you guys are going the wrong direction. I asked why. She said, you're not going to Puerto Rico. That's awesome. Alright, when we get to cruise, we are going to do a little time acceleration like I mentioned earlier.
do anything stupid. I have missiles and I am behind you.
Is that a threat?
And you are... Yes, it is.
Let's see here. Let me just dump some fuel right into your cockpit.
Does the 350 have dumping capabilities? I didn't
It
think it
does.
did.
It does indeed. Yeah, added the little- You guys want the progress bar for Volanta or no? It's this thing right here. So I kinda
That's
hide
actually a
it.
really good question. Okay, how would you do a progress bar with CSS only? Is that possible?
CSS only. It
I'm
would
just
have
thinking
to be
for you know what.
you could change the fill percentage or the size of the
I mean-
object based off the percentage of miles left.
Okay. Okay, that would work, I think. I mean,
You just have to pull in the
technically
variable.
You can just do a script. You can use a script tag. I just thought it'd be fun to do it CSS only.
Yeah, so if you had a CSS value that was adjusted by time remaining
So be it.
or miles
Yeah.
remaining, and then you could have it fill or change the width of it.
Yeah, that could work. That would make sense. I just don't know how can CSS update like that without by itself without a script tag.
I'm not sure. We'd have to play around with that one. Zip line.
Anyway, in a dirt tag.
Oh, could you imagine how tall that zip line? We would start at 40,000 feet to roll all the way to Miami. Maybe even 400,000 feet. I don't know. I wonder what the minimum angle a zip line could be to zip line from San Juan to Miami. Yeah, it looks better at 1440. Instruments are more crisp. Oh yeah, absolutely.
How many miles is it?
1,000. So what is the minimum slope of a
Oh,
zip
yeah.
line?
Start on the moon.
So I
yeah,
guess
because it dips down as you go, so you can't like crash into the ocean.
Yeah. Okay, let's imagine it's a perfectly straight, taut zip line, just for science. So if you had to have at least a 2% grade to keep your speed up, I mean it might take you 20 hours to get there, but 2% grade. So that's for every 1,000 or for every 1 mile you have to drop. Is that 200 or 0.2 miles? Is that right?
2%? I think that's. Oh,
So for every 1,000 miles, you'd have to drop at least 20 miles. That doesn't sound right.
yeah, 20.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I guess 2% grade. So it really wouldn't be that bad, other than the fact that you're 20 miles up in the atmosphere. What is 20 miles like? 100,000 something feet.
Yeah.
So we're
And
about
the weight
halfway
of
there.
The weight of the cable is going to be about 1,000,000 pounds.
We're not worried about the details, Ron.
Okay.
We got that new spider wire. It's super thin but super strong. The zip line is 1.5 miles and speeds of 95 miles per hour. And El Toro. Oh, sign me up. I need to look at
What?
that.
No.
That would be
Excellent.
so much fun. Hey, you get out of my wing.
I like how his propeller's not moving.
Yeah.
He's trying to land on it.
Yeah. He found the mothership. He's trying to dock with the mothership. I love that this thing is still climbing at 900 feet per minute at 33,000 feet. I'm going to do a quick flight to test this card after the deep cleaning and repaste. I have you on TV though, BRB. Alright. El Toro Verde. Where is that at? El Toro Verde. Puerto Rico. Oh, the very first image that pops up is the adventure park. Zip line. Just look at that. Right there. That looks like fun. Dev, do you want to do this?
Probably not. I'm terrified of roller. Yeah, no. Absolutely not.
Oh, this one makes it look like they're going mock Jesus. Look at that. These people look so happy.
I don't know if they do. I think they look more desperate than anything.
She looks super happy. This kid right here is like, I don't know, he kind of looks scared a little bit. Jimmy Fallon's video is awesome. Oh, did he go do it?
Eddie, come over here and harass Knock with me.
What?
I said, Eddie, come over here and harass Knock with me.
Sorry, I was
Just
AFK for a minute. What happened?
just come start harassing him, flying in formation with him, putting your wing inside his fuselage, stuff like that.
Right. Yep. Knock is the one that deserves the harassment. Let's get him, boys.
Oh
Yep.
boy. I would ask what I did to deserve that, but I can imagine a few things.
Yeah.
What's that supposed to mean?
I don't know.
Oh, you're scoffing yes. Ugh.
Back, this is the first 350 stream a month after it came out.
Hey, I'm a busy man.
I can't believe it showed up as a 350 on my cell.
Oh, you know IniBuilds is working closely with Microsoft to make this work.
Oh yeah,
That was a good looking one too. When you rolled past my charred hunk, you were a beautiful A350.
You're like, what's this?
It would not surprise me if they worked with a sim update to put the model in.
Oh, I'm sure they did. Oh, we were supposed to talk about the Moza. So, this thing's awesome. It is huge, but it is awesome. If you have a desk you can mount it to, I'd highly recommend getting the drop mount. It actually fit pretty much perfectly where my drawing a blank on the brand over there. What was the flight stick I had before? Hang on.
Verpal.
Yeah, but purple. So, oh, sorry, first officer. I didn't mean to run you over. I didn't know you were behind me. I'm sorry. Scooted back and I saw
Don't worry, he was
Fluff flying.
He was plotting against you.
Yeah. No, that's the other one. He plots my death. Cost of the Moza was around $600. It was my bonus gift to myself for
I know that sounds bad,
year slaving
but
away.
in price comparison, that's really good for force feedback junk.
Yeah, compared to what some other stuff costs for force feedback, it's actually pretty good. So, like I said earlier, in the Airbus, I have its is it V1 or V2 simulations. He is a real world
V1.
V1. He's a real real world Airbus pilot. So he and others, I guess, developed the profile for it. So I went and grabbed it. And the thing I love the most about it is no matter how many cams and springs I swapped around and tried to find the best configuration for the Verpal, I could not get rid of that weird clunk when you go from left to right or forward and back. And the only cams that would work.
Cam stick.
Yeah, exactly. Or spring stick. So even when I used the smooth ones that didn't have a center, there was still a little bit there, but the issue was it never centered well enough to use in the sim without having some, weird like drift. I subscribed to him. Yeah, I think I've subscribed to him at this point, but my memory sucks. So I can never remember anything. But
Verpal and V2 simulations is what we have so far tonight.
what's that?
You forgot Verpal and V1 simulations already.
That's why I have you guys. There's only 15 screens in front of me too with information flooding my way, so there's a little bit of stuff going on. I am at cruise here, so let's go flight ops menu. You guys ready to time accelerate?
Give me 1 second.
What'd you say, Eddie?
I don't know how. I've never done that.
Should be a hotkey. Ron, do you know what the hotkey is?
It's not assigned by default in 2024, I don't believe.
Oh, okay. Well, let's go look at what it is.
Let's see.
What is it called? Sim rate?
Yes.
Yeah, sim
Yeah, I
rate.
think it might be.
Yeah, if you look at decrease and increase sim rate, Eddie, you can bind that to something and let me know when you do. The only thing is you got to keep track of how much you've sim rated because it doesn't show you anywhere.
I use a third-party app for that, actually. If I can find it.
That's all I need to bind is decrease and increase sim rate.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then I can toggle that. Okay.
Well, you'll push it, you'll increase it once, which is going to be a 2x increase. And then if you increase it again, it'll be a 4x. And if you increase it again, it'll be 8. So it doubles. I'm only going to do a 2x right now for this flight. So let me know when you get that bound.
Called. I have an Apple FS Sim Rate Buddy. Bandit. FS Sim Rate Bandit. It uses Sim Connect and keeps track of your junk for you.
IMAX Crystal Super. First Retina level VR headset. Ooh, I may have to talk to IMAX again.
Okay.
Now, the biggest problem I have with the Pimax is the heft. I think it's pretty beefy. Did you say you're
I am ready for
Eddie?
sim rating.
Yep.
All right. We're not quite going light speed. We're going half light speed at this point. All right. 3, 2, 1. 2x. Beautiful.
I clicked one time.
All right.
Is that what everyone did?
That should do
Yes.
it, yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
This will help, especially when we do some sort of
What-
a longer transatlantic or Pacific or something like that.
All right. That worked.
Wow, Knock, it looks like he's stuttering, struggling to stay alive on my screen.
You can see a little bit of that engine vibration now. Look at that wiggle. That's cool. Just a bit more pronounced than that we're sim rating. Oh, the fans look so much better than they used to. Yeah, that looks a lot better.
Are we just staying on this heading for a while?
I think we're on an airway at the moment.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'm
we're
just
on
gonna go
Yankee
punch into
Airway.
heading mode and type the coordinates in for the next 9 waypoints. I wish I was joking. I really do.
I'm looking at the Pimax Super every day at work. Yeah. Have you guys all read Ready Player One?
Yeah. Oh, I've seen the movie.
Yeah, go read the book. The movie sucks.
Okay. Will do.
The book is 10 times better. Which is, typical, but whatever.
Yeah.
So it talks about the headsets they have, basically printing the image onto their eyeballs with laser beams or whatever. That is when VR headsets are going to be cool. When they're lightweight, like a pair of glasses, and they are like they really actually put you in that world. Now, that being said, VR and A350 would be pretty cool because you have everything you need to complete a flight on the flight deck. So that would be pretty nifty. And I don't know if Pimax's software supports it yet because they asked for the headset that they let me use for a while back, so I don't have it anymore. But some of the other headsets out there, I know that you can identify areas where you want to be able to see your hands. And that was always my biggest complaint because I'm
Quest
over
does that, actually.
fumbling around for things. Yeah, the Quest is one of them. Mega necks are super light. That's my big thing is playing for more than an hour or two at the Pimax was like exhausting. It was a
Really?
workout. Now they sent me an additional the head strap that goes over the top that helped quite a bit, but it still wasn't perfect.
Michael, what is your next waypoint? I'm trying to catch up to you guys.
My next waypoint is Haggett. I just passed Antox.
Okay. I increased my sim rate to 4 times until I catch up with you.
I think my favorite thing about this airplane is the little server room.
Yeah.
It's so cool. This whole airplane is just a massive server room below the cockpit. I got my wife the third party strap with extra battery and fan for request 3. Man, I about read that wrong.
Oh, that's great.
Brain was like Neuralink. I was couched up.
I had to read that and then read it again before I actually spoke out loud. I was like, wait.
You've been tricked by that so many times too.
No one's got me yet. They have tried many times to get me. So far, I've managed to avoid getting trolled too bad, but whew, I about trolled myself on that one.
That's great.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys.
Oh, apparently she heard me. Uh-oh. Sorry, ma'am. Apologize. Francisco, be careful on how you word things, man.
Jeez, Francisco.
Oh shoot, she's a great sport. Oh shoot. That's awesome. Good, thank you. I needed the belly laugh. I haven't had one of those all day.
Nice little cirrus layer at 38.
Yeah, it is.
I don't know if you guys are flying through that, but
I see it ahead of me. At least that's what it looks like. Yeah, this is a really interesting light band right here.
it's a whole strap-on of clouds. They're all over the place.
One might say. So the Quest 3, when you say a fan, does it just blow air across the screen to keep it from frogging up? And that's not built in? I haven't used a Quest VR headset for a while. There's the Turks and Caicos coming up. Across your face to keep you cool. So, does it like blow air through the headset? Okay. I know when the Pimax came out, they had to like enable one of the fans to be able to keep it from fogging up so bad, which I thought was weird. Like, what? How did nobody have this issue before you shipped it?
They probably put the extra fan in there just in case that happened. I mean,
Maybe,
companies leave abandoned hardware in the phones all the time.
But yeah, but why wouldn't you by default want to, keep the climate, for lack of a better term, inside the headset as comfortable as possible?
I don't know. It's speculated that the camera control button in the iPhone 16 series is actually a fingerprint sensor that Apple has not enabled yet in the next software update. I'm just waiting for a better time, I guess.
Extra layer of security?
Possibly.
Or ways for them to get your fingerprints?
Well, no, I'm not talking about. I'm just saying that there's a thing where they just leave hardware and enable it at a later date.
Oh, yeah. Interesting. How do you say that, Bob? Over? Bobo VR? It's the Bobo VR S3 Pro Super Strap. So many jokes.
Oh my gosh. That laugh was needed, but wow.
Well, that's pretty cool. That's pretty neat. Hang on. Francisco, did your wife have this light beam sticking out of her head when she's playing with VR? megawatts, or megawatts, mega amp hour, or mega. Jeez, milliamp hours. Come on, Michael.
1.21 gigawatts.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking in my head when I said it. LOL, never seen it.
One of my favorite movies.
This guy looks entirely too relaxed. So is the Quest 3 the latest? Oh, this company, all they do is make straps to put on your headset.
Okay. Why does it think you're an 8? Lent thinks you're an A300.
This is Meta Quest. Unreal device, unreal price.
What do you end up? I see you as a generic piston M2KC.
Bonanza.
All right.
I'm in a Mark II KC from Miltech Simulations.
Okay. So that's right.
Boo-Boo Rex. Some guy down in the Turks. His name is Boo-Boo Rex.
You guys are fading off into the distance from my line of sight.
Sorry, I couldn't hear that over the loudness.
Are you good?
What'd you say?
Oh, you're just fading on my screen, fading off into the darkness.
Oh. Did you roll your time back?
No. I didn't do sim rate.
Oh.
You guys did, and I'm just taking my time, chilling. But yeah, you guys are in the night sky, and your spawn is like 0.2 right now.
Yeah, it's weird how it changes the font size based on how far you are away. Which I get on one hand, but at 4K,
No,
like
I really don't.
Some
It's
people
stupid.
are itty bitty. Like Kyle is on a 48-inch TV right here. He's like a quarter of an inch tall.
It drives me bananas.
I had to chime in on that one. I used to work at an auto parts store. Believe it or not, we had a flux capacitor in the catalog as a gag. People actually wanted to order one. Oh, no way.
Is it actually? Hold on, let me look that up.
It's all right.
Yeah, it's still on there. O'Reilly still
awesome.
has it listed online too.
That is awesome.
I'm pretty sure.
Let me look. Flux. Let me search for Flux. This Flux is something you actually want to order too sometimes. Aww. Flux. Oh my gosh, it's real.
Yep.
That's awesome. Hang on, I gotta go find it. Riley flux capacitor. Great
Part
Scott.
number 121G.
Look at that. That's awesome. That is incredible. Material compatibility of plutonium. 1.21
Okay.
gigawatts.
I respect this company so much more, even though I've never been to one of their shops before.
Time travel at your own risk. Plutonium is required to properly operate the flux capacitor. Plutonium is used by the onboard nuclear reactor, which then powers the flux capacitor to provide the needed 1.2 gigawatts of electrical power. Plutonium not available, and O'Reilly Auto Part. Oh man, they got a typo. It should say at O'Reilly. Please contact your local plutonium supplier
Local plutonium supplier.
and wait for the FBI to show up. Flux capacitor requires the stainless steel body of the 1981 to 1983 DeLorean DMC-12 to properly function. Once the time machine travels to 88 miles per hour or 142 kilometers per hour, if you're not in freedom units, light coming from the flux capacitor pulses until it becomes a steady stream of light, at which point time travel begins. Oh! Wait a minute, Francisco. Does your wife's strap, when the light comes on, does she time travel?
Oh my god.
That's awesome. Non-functional item displayed for entertainment purposes only. What?
Someone got mad trying to sue them over, but I guarantee it.
Part
Yeah,
number
'cause it didn't
121G. That's hilarious. We're all
They should
old
sell
enough
that like
to
a
know
real
what
life.
that- Well, Dad, have you watched?
That movie? I just know the reference from. No, I just
Oh,
know
you
it
need
is
to
from my
go-
parents.
You can go watch the Back to the Future series.
Oh man.
Is it even any good? I've heard it's just like meh.
I mean, it's from, what was it, from the 80s?
Yeah.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
old.
It's worth watching. You are a big enough nerd to enjoy it.
I've got my 16-year-old son going through some of those old movies right now. He's just starting to take an interest. He's like, Dad, what should I watch next? You know, and I'm like, hit the Rocky series.
Oh, there you
So
go.
I've got this 16-year-old kid going back and watching these 80s movies right now. He's eating it up.
That's awesome. That's a proud dad moment if I've ever heard one.
Oh, it is. Yeah, it's kind of cool. Unexpected, you know. Sometimes you win.
Yeah, and you get the nostalgia out of it.
Totally.
Going back and like watching The Matrix or something like that, you really respect how far they've come with movies.
Yeah.
What's the Matrix?
Ah, jeez.
Oh boy.
That's another one you need to add to your list.
Yep.
I say this weekend we just stream the movies and we all watch them
There we go.
Watch party.
on YouTube. Yeah.
Yeah,
For Dad.
absolutely. I haven't experienced time travel in my Quest 3 yet. Oh, wait a minute. Francisco, is that your wife? Oh, no.
NYC mom, wife, teacher.
By the way, your channel name sounds like Nocturnal Emissions. Oh, shoot. Maybe I should change it to Nocturnal
funny.
Emissions. That's hilarious. You woke the beast. Awesome. Nocturnal Emissions. That sounds like a chemical waste plant.
I've never mentioned it, but one of my favorite FM radio stations from back in the day, like 25 years ago, is a radio station out of Kansas City called Nocturnal Transmissions. Not the radio station, but the show I liked, played on the weekends. That was called Nocturnal Transmissions. It was like electronic jazz back in the day.
That's awesome.
It was really good. Yeah. I've looked all over the internet for it since then. For some, and there's nothing. There's nowhere. It was just like a thing that was on FM out of Kansas City for a brief time. It was wonderful.
And it just faded away into history.
Yep.
Well, that's the funny part. Like, you think of everything before the 90s. If it didn't make it through the growth of the internet and got a web page, I mean, There really isn't much much to look up unless someone's put a Wikipedia page up or something like that.
Yeah, it's a whole different world.
Have you tried radio archives? Oh, geez. Where do they store the tapes?
Don't know. Yeah, they probably exist somewhere for sure.
Yeah. Could you imagine walking into just this warehouse and it's like, here's your nocturnal transmissions?
Yeah.
You get the radio voice
they should
going
just
on.
digitize it all and spread all tapes.
On some unplayable medium.
Welcome to Nocturnal Transmissions.
It was like that.
Kansas
Crazy.
City's greatest hits.
If there actually is a warehouse full of that stuff, they should just digitize it all and throw the tapes away, recycle them, shred them, or something.
Point Google to it.
But there's something satisfying about getting an old piece of hardware like that up and running and seeing things the way they used to be.
If it's a plane, yes. If it's a 240p movie, no.
Well, I don't think it was ever a 240p movie. Because by the time digital came around, digital was so much better than analog that people didn't like it at first, because now they could see the pimples on people's faces that they were watching, like their basketball game or whatever. So people are like, it's too real, too much. But now we're like, we need 18K video minimum,
Yeah.
or it sucks.
Wait, it was too good? That was a problem?
Yeah, it was.
Really?
There was there were a couple of weird, awkward phases in the technology.
Apparently.
I remember when 1080s came out, HD TVs, like 50-inch, it didn't look right. I remember, sitting in living rooms and watching some movie or something at first. Must have been the early 2000s, and be like, ooh, that's weird looking.
Yeah.
Like, they didn't have the camera and the, it wasn't as good. There were some awkward moments in the technology growth, it seems.
Another movie Dev has to add to his list is Tootsie, when
What?
they
Tootsie?
asked the camera operator, you need to back up, and the guy goes, they're in Philadelphia, he goes, how about Cleveland? You have to watch the movie.
Have you watched the original
Nice.
Twister, Dev?
What's that?
Have you watched the new one, Twister?
Of what? No, I've never even heard of that.
Oh, I have not actually watched the new one yet. Wait a minute, hang on. Didn't you tell me you've never watched Top Gun?
No, yeah.
Okay, I have an
haven't.
assignment for you this week that you must do and write a 10-page report on for us. Because you need to go back and watch the original Top Gun, and then you need to go watch this,
Okay.
the new one, which came out 3 years ago? 3 years ago?
Let me look.
No. Was it 2 years ago? How old is that movie now?
It came out in 2022, so 3 years.
Francisco says, "Oh my God, Dev." So far, so good on this GPU. Temp 67 degrees Celsius, hotspot 77, VRAM 62, GPU load 68, CPU. That sounds pretty good. Halfway between what is ALB?
Albany.
Albany. Okay. Awesome. Are you going to swap them all out and see which one's got the best performance and like do the same flight, or what are you planning on doing there? Got my daughter a viewfinder. Oh, like you can wait, a viewfinder. Is that the
So you
camera?
put the disc in, you like click through.
Yeah, is it that or is it the camera?
Oh, Stripes is a good movie. Iron Eagle, that one too.
Hell
I
yeah,
have no
both
idea
of
what you're
those.
talking about. Oh my gosh.
Yes, the actors on national news shows, aka Today's Show, didn't want it. Really? How about Striped Spies? I guess 3D viewfinder. Wait, what's a 3D viewfinder? Not sure I've ever.
That with the disc.
Oh, the disc.
The disc in, and
Yeah.
you pull the
Click it-
slider
click it
to
through.
the next frame.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Okay. Now that is bringing back some childhood memories.
Man, that's old.
You should get your daughter a Polaroid camera. They make them like digital now.
So it's a camera.
No, well, yes, it'll save digital versions of the picture, but you can print it out from the camera.
So it uses paper.
Yeah, but that's pretty cool to be able to print a photo on site.
Yeah. That.
So it's like an overpriced label maker.
Oh my god.
Oh,
This kid doesn't
Stop
understand.
stealing our thunder.
Jeez.
definitely.
Just rub the salt in the wound there, Dev. Come on. No, you will understand it. Like if you go out with friends, take a bunch of Polaroid pictures. It's just fun to hang up on your office wall or whatever, you know.
2000 kids, are you kidding?
Cork board.
Yeah, there you go, corkboard.
Yes, that's where they were. They were on cork boards.
Takes terrible quality pictures, but they're instantly in your hands as a physical media.
Let me get it straight. They took a poor quality digital camera, took a label maker, slapped them together, and then sell them.
Nailed it.
Basically. But they basically
That's the dumbest thing ever.
modernized the 80s technology. Kind of. It's a fun party trick. Like if you go to a family gathering, I guarantee you, Dev, if you go to a family gathering, whoa, we're turning left hard. People would be over the moon about having a Polaroid there. Buy one, take it to a family gathering or a friend group,
Yeah.
and I guarantee you people will be all about wanting to take pictures with each other.
$500.
Wait, what?
What one are you looking at?
Polaroid i2 instant from B&H.
Well, you could get cheaper ones.
Surely we can get a cheaper one. Instant cameras, Polaroid. This one's $150.
Still not great for how bad of quality it's going to be.
Hey, but that's the nostalgia of it.
That's the fun of it.
20 years later, Deb has a cork board with something, his favorite photos on one of those.
You know what, guys? If we end up going to the Flight Sim Expo, I'm going to buy one of these and bring it with me, and we're all going to go home with Polaroids.
That would be so perfect.
That would be amazing. You know how many people would want to take a picture with others?
A lot.
Hey, man, you want to take a picture with me with my Polaroid? They'd be like, yeah.
And you could even add to that suggestion for $20 and make some money.
Pay off the camera and the film.
Subscribe to my channel. I'll give
There
you a
it is.
photo.
People used to take.
Oh, yeah.
They'd buy the camera with the film in it. Then you'd have to send the camera away,
What?
and then they send you.
What?
the back. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, with
Yeah.
disposable
What?
cameras.
The physical camera.
Yeah.
So
like
there's
some,
no instant feedback.
No.
Oh my
like
gosh.
you could buy a little disposable with like 100 picture things in it, and you have to like take a picture and you crank a little crank, and it moves it to the next thing that's ready to go, and then you go to like CVS, hand it in, and like a couple of days later they call you, pick up your photos.
Oh, yeah.
So that's why I see
People at weddings, they used to leave them on the table. Every table would have one, and they would ask people to take pictures and turn them in, and they would develop.
But that's the fun of it, because
Yeah.
you take all these pictures, they probably suck, but it's a good memory. The whole idea is
Hey, but if you're
making good
drunk,
memories.
you look good in it.
Oh, hell yeah. Remember flash bulbs? One-time use?
Oh,
What's
yeah.
that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You had one flash. It would go off, and you had
Are
to
you
replace it.
serious?
Yeah.
Are you serious? That's it.
It-
How did they? What? How? How is that? What?
Burn up. It would burn up when you use it, and that would be it.
But
Go
that
to
seems
the
so
next
dumb.
one.
That's what they had.
And they
How did they
developed
get away? How did they get away with
electronic
selling
flash.
it?
No, that's what they used.
Dev,
I
have
don't know
you
how
drink
I feel
from a
about
garden hose?
No. Why would I do that?
You need to go try it. It's the elixir of life.
Sounds absolutely disgusting.
Gives you immunity for everything.
Microplastics. Psh. Please.
Sound like a Terra White. Why? I feel like you're breaking me.
Why do you think our immune systems are so good?
Especially after it's been sitting in the sun and
Oh,
It's warm.
it's like scalding hot.
Are you guys okay?
Well, we may have had
reminiscing.
we may have had one too many drinks from the water hose in the sun.
You go home when the street lights turn on.
Yeah.
What?
We used to be out all day riding a bike with a fishing rod and a tackle box and coming home when it was done.
Jiffy popcorn on the stove. There we go.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
You
You
like
put the
my popcorn?
Sucked.
yeah, yeah, it sucks. Yeah. You put the playing card in your bike tire.
Or a balloon.
Yeah.
Yep.
I had a dirt bike from the age of like 2. I just the only engine with my
Oh, I get
legs,
it.
and the sound effects came from a deck of cards.
Yep.
I'm not even gonna question that.
Oh, jeez.
They made an
Kids these
exhaust
days.
scraper bike. Yeah. And their technology.
All about that instant gratification. Which, see, you get the instant gratification with Polaroid. Just saying.
Right.
Apparently, a really bad one.
No, it's not about the picture quality. It's about the memories.
Everyone's eyes are red from the flash, and their photo glasses are just glaring.
It may not just be the flash.
That's true. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
The big wheel, dude. I took a big wheel down a hill one time and ended up in a creek. That was fun.
Oof.
How? What? What's a big wheel?
Look it up.
Okay.
I want one of
took a
those
sled
like.
off a hill.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. No, you go.
No, you go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say I took a sled off a snow pile at the end of my driveway, crashed to
Is
the
it this thing?
pavement.
Like these old bikes?
Remember trampolines? And how many back problems I probably have now because of trampolines?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought these bikes were from the 1800s.
18? What?
That's big wheel.
No. You're talking about like the original bicycle. We're talking about a kid's big wheel. Well, they make adult versions now too.
It's all plastic.
Like this thing?
I don't know what you're looking at.
Oh.
Yeah, you're not straight.
Here, wait. Let me pull one up.
Not the old bicycles. This is a couple big ones.
One of these. Big wheel. Oh, what is
Hold on,
this?
waiting for it to pop up.
The world's smallest big wheel. One of these bad boys. Right here.
Oh. That looks
You didn't have one of those as a kid?
No.
Did you have one of those little
what I need.
cars?
I need one of these.
The little thing?
Yes, the red and the red ones with the yellow top.
Oh, wait a minute. Never mind. I've changed my mind. Here's what I need. These things look like so much fun.
Oh yeah.
Oh, the
Pogo
drift
sticks.
ones.
Pogo sticks were deadly.
I don't know what those are.
Oh, I saw the Shriners have those now for their parades. The motorized 3-wheel.
80s gadgets. Oh, original Game Boy?
Oh,
What did those look like?
A
Or
Walkman?
how did those work?
Look at this. The original smartwatch. Casio.
Remember-
Calculator.
oh, brick phones for your cars.
Oh, yeah.
Or
My dad
bag
used to sell
phones.
those. Back
Oh,
phones.
really?
Yeah. Here's the original Polaroid. Dev. Wait, what is this? Spotify. They got a Walkman Spotify. How's that work? Where's that picture that shows like all the things that we have in our pocket now that used to take up an entire table's worth? These gadgets.
Is it that right there?
Versus today.
Oh no.
Yeah, like this right here. Here we go. So all these things you see in this image right here fit
Hold
in
on,
your
I'm
pocket
waiting
now.
for the image to load. Hold on.
You got your VCR, you got your
Oh my.
typewriter, you got your calculator,
all
your
that?
VHS. I assume that is a computer. Your Walkmans, your radio, your camera, all that now fits in your pocket.
How much did that cost, you think? Or on your wrist?
Oh, all this right here was probably like today's value of $10,000.
Are you serious?
Yeah, those video cameras are expensive.
So what's
90s
the
PC
price
prices.
of
Here you go.
Very small.
These old magazines, I remember these bad boys. Look at the price of computers, literally hasn't changed. $1,800. From the
Remember, it's
90s.
probably gone. Well, no. Remember, inflation.
No, that's what I'm saying. It was $1,900 in the 90s to get a decent computer.
Yeah, but it was with that 1900 it was worth probably like 4,000.
Oh, well, today it is, yeah. But this is not like some crazy high-end computer by any means.
Oh,
This is just your multimedia, your 66 megahertz
oh
multimedia
gosh,
center.
that was the thing. They measured megahertz.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Oh, we
They
gotta
never
enter our
had
destination.
gigabytes until recently.
MS-DOS interface, not even Windows. Or barely.
Megabyte hard drive.
Well, see, Dev works in command line stuff all the time, so that wouldn't be too far off.
Oh, that's
No,
cool. Yeah.
I gotta get my destination information in. Let's go to ATC. Vetus.
You've
Send a
scared me.
request. What? I scare you?
You guys have officially scared me with how much old junk there is.
Have you guys
Dev?
seen that video? They're updating the nav system on an Airbus with like 7 floppy disks.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I've seen
Airbus
that.
has run Commodore. It's really funny actually.
When I was in
The old
college,
ones do, at least.
our oscilloscopes still use floppy disk, and this is well beyond floppy disk times. Weird.
Floppy disk is actually used pretty commonly in high-end media storage, just because it's lossless compression. Sorry, on
But they're-
tape deck is used for like media companies a lot.
But there's hardly any storage in them.
Okay, these are modern. Like you'll spend 10 on tape deck just for the reading capabilities.
You're saying lossless.
Like, this is a me-
lossless
like,
is
this is a-
not small file size.
I'm talking. Yeah, I know. Hold on. Floppy disk media storage. Let's see. Oh crap, that's not good. I didn't carry enough fuel with me.
Oh, imagine that.
Oh
I
no,
guess-
I still have 46%. What is that warning at?
I'm gonna run to the bathroom before I start my descent here. Be right back. Okay, I'm back.
I'm sorry, I said it's not floppy disk, it's a tape deck. I got the two technologies confused.
Okay, let's say. You know what's cool about us doing this 2 times acceleration is we've had like the infinite sunset this entire time. Alright, let's see here. We're at top of descent. And 24 miles. At 15 miles, I'm going to kick it out of time acceleration.
I'm not gonna start descending till I'm on a bridge.
Or games. Yeah, that is a great movie. What's the other one? The high school kids in Russia invades. They call themselves Wolverines.
Reds?
What was that?
Reds? Was it Reds?
Reds? Ritz? Reds?
Red
Dawn.
Oh, Red
Red Dawn.
Red Dawn.
Yeah.
Time acceleration off. And we were looking at 1500. I think we're going to be coming in on the downwind, so we'll go 3000. Alright, back to business for a minute here while we start our descent. And then we can talk about Teletubbies.
What's that?
Or no, Beanie Babies. There we go. We need to talk about Beanie
Oh
Babies.
yeah. Yeah.
I still need more context. Not very
Look at that.
helpful.
Go watch an episode of Teletubbies. See what some kids grew up on in the 90s and 2000s. I would argue that it's much better than what
Oh
they
my,
have
it's
now.
terrifying.
No, you know what was terrifying was
The baby son.
Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Oh. Yeah.
That one was
Who was it?
terrifying.
What is it?
It's a cartoon called Courage the Cowardly Dog. That was creepy. Oh, Cabbage Patch Card Kid. Those dolls are creepy.
Oh, it doesn't look too bad.
5 miles out. Let's go ahead and start our descent.
It's the Netflix series from 3 years ago.
For Teletubbies?
No,
Or
for
Courage.
Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Oh, well, it's shoot. It's probably 20 years old now, but
Oh,
yeah. Look, they may have come out with some new episodes. Rugrats, Rocco's Modern
Yeah.
Life, Goosebumps,
Rocket power.
Oh, dude, I love Rocket Power. I was all about me some Rocket Power.
still don't know what you're talking about.
Remember like Arthur on like public broadcast channel?
Oh yes, I love that show.
Arthur.
Or I did.
I don't know if I do or not, actually.
He's like the rat or something. He's like every day when you're
No,
walking down the street.
Aardvark. Aardvark.
No, that's Mr. Ratburn. Oh no, he's a rat. They're
Oh,
rat.
he's a rat.
Jeez.
Another one, a good one was Doug. Was that out of Chicago? Was that what that was based of at? Doug.
I don't know.
Ark. Thundercats. Ah, yes. Thundercats
Yeah.
is what started my love for aviation. Like, no joke.
What is that?
It is about some cats who were fighter jet pilots. That sounds really bad when you say it that way, but they were they were like humanoid cats. I was not a huge Transformers fan. I watched it.
You remember Rescue Heroes?
Rusty Heroes.
Rescue. They
Oh,
had, like-
yes, Rescue Heroes. Yes.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Oh, what was the one where they had the Twin Otter as an airplane? What was that called? Shoot. Kids cartoon.
Gilligan Blue Island?
It was our cartoon.
And Power Rangers.
Kids, cartoons, aviation. From the 90s. Ah, jeez. What was that called? there it is. That is the image from it. What is the show called? Tailspin.
Oh crap, that's my engine
Tailspin.
gun.
Did you lose it?
That's a terrifying name.
How about the movie Always? I don't know. Hang on, let me look at the Always movie. I don't know if I've seen that. I don't think I've actually seen that one. Steven Spielberg film.
Who's that?
Very good.
One of the greatest directors ever.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
He Spielberg. Didn't he do Jurassic Park?
Was that Spielberg? He did E.T.
E.T., Jaws, Jurassic Park, Schindler's List.
Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
Oh, he did Saving Private Ryan. Forgot about that.
And Ready Player One, the movie.
Oh, well, that was one of his flops.
Yeah.
But it's funny because so many people loved the movie, but they never watched or read the book. I'm like, okay, it's a good
Yeah.
movie if you just go watch the movie and have never read it. But if you go read the book and then watch the movie, it's like, what the crap is this?
He did Back to the Future and Hook. That's a good one with Robin Williams.
Yes. That's a good one. How about Cocoon? Oh, dang it. Francisco, you're making me Google over here. Cocoon movie. I haven't seen that one either. Alright. Francisco's giving me some movies to watch here, huh?
What about Contact?
That's a good one. I do like that one. It's really good if you're a space nerd,
Yeah.
because it's kind of slow. Close encounter of the third kind. I got a bone. Oh, you know it's a, what was the movie about, where people would dream about things and you could like insert yourself into their dreams? Oh shoot. Inception. That was an amazing movie. That giant solar satellite dish in Puerto Rico, you could have flown over it on departure. Oh! That would have been cool. The one that's built into the ground, that one, is that in Puerto Rico?
So
Oh,
I
you-
lost an engine.
No, that's what you get for not bringing enough fuel. We need to be able to watch movies on the back of these chairs. In-flight entertainment. We could be sitting here having a movie night.
Okay. Okay. Hey, you know the web browser on the FS Labs, right?
Yep.
I wonder
YouTube works
if
on
it
it.
help if we could. Yeah, I'm wondering if we could get that. If we could just make a quick gauge as a sim object and quickly just make a new panel state for the A350 that turned the EFB into the web browser, so we could watch movies on it, or at least one of the Copilot EFBs or something like that.
That would be cool. Just saw
I'm
your
just
loading
thinking.
circle in the bottom right. It's because it's loading more than just this water. Hopefully it's preloading Miami for us a little bit. Yeah, I looked at the altimeter. I did not
Coast all the way to
actually
Miami.
read the weather though. Broken I'm not on live weather, so I don't know if this is super accurate. I'm an hour behind, so this may be a slightly off, but 10 miles visibility, broken at 25,000. Okay, so those clouds in front of us are at 25,000. Okay, we'll be alright. Should be a visual approach. Go and turn our landing systems on. What does this taxi button do? Taxi.
Oh, it gives you, I just read it. It's not anything interesting. I think it's just preset for taxi lights and junk.
Reset your taxi lights?
No taxi lights. I think it's just for the, oh my gosh, I'm blanking. You get OANs. Something.
Oh, does it?
I could be completely mistaken on that.
Huh. Well, we'll, turn it on, see what happens. Check out our weather radar, see if these clouds are popping up. Alright, as far as parking at Miami, there's quite a few spots we can fit a 350. Let's go to airport. Probably going to go up to Concourse Delta. It tends to be an easy one. Or you could do the international satellite. And we're on runway 9, so either is about the same distance, really. Satellite might be a little quicker. Well, it would be. But let's do our landing performance. Let's select the airport. Why they don't have this pre-populate is beyond me. At least with the option to land there as the first thing. American Graffiti all-time classic, like Stand By Me. American Graffiti, that sounds familiar, but it's not ringing a bell. Runway 9er, let's just confirm that, make sure that's what we have. 9er, oh. And we're going to go with full configuration. The winds are pretty calm. Sync
rate. Sync rate.
That gives us. It's in meters for some reason. But 1,392 meters. Go over here to the zoom. Go to plan. Zoom in. We're going to be on. See, it's showing up as runway 10. Wait a minute. That's annoying when that happens. I can't select the runway landing. Oh no. Oh, that's annoying because the runway is 10 on the in the airplane, but 9 on the charts. Well, that kind of screws things up. Okay, so we're gonna have to do this a different way. Let's go to landing performance. It's telling us we need to stop in, let's call it 1,500 meters. Go back to the chart here. Is there a distance? So this whole thing's 13,000. We want to vacate off of probably Tango 7, which is about halfway. So we want to slow down to, let's call it 6,000 meters. No, sorry. That's feet, not meters. We want to go to about 6,000 feet, which would be about 2,000 meters-ish. So let's say for landing, we want to do brake to vacate at 2,000 meters from threshold. Enter. We need to go to standard pressure, our local pressure, which was 3013. unfortunately, it's not letting me select this runway. I don't know if brake to vacate's going to work here or not. We're going to try it, but we'll put 10 in there. Let's see if I can make... Oh, this clicking and dragging is so annoying. Wait a minute. I'm on the... Dang, I'm on the wrong airport. No wonder it wasn't working. Okay, hang on. Miami. It loaded the departure airport. Ah! Okay, we might be okay. There we go. Now we're talking. Set runway. Oh, it was already set. Like the set landing runway. Ah, jeez. Okay. Let's just try putting in. Okay, well, Tango 7 is going to be a little tight, but we're going to try it anyway. Set BTV exit. Okay, we're good. And yeah, 2,000 would have been too far. It's 1,580. Cheap viewers. Look, we got a little spam there on Twitch, Dev. You don't mind taking care of that?
Deal with that.
Thanks, sir. Alright. Actually,
Sorry, I cannot...
let's make it U uniform. So that would have been... Okay. My rough guesstimate was somewhat accurate. Hey, I can see Florida. Right through the clouds there. Alright, so we got a brake to vacate at uniform. Activated BTV indicating. And we will take Victor cross 1-2 and I guess Echo. Or pop I guess it depends on, yeah, if we want to park at the International. We're going to try that. I've never parked here before. We'll do that. We'll do Victor to Papa. I don't know if this actually has a name on it or not. .24 at night looks so good. Happy with those results, now trying to decide which one I'm going to sell. And World Man Jack and Harrison Ford Ron Howard. I'd have to look that one up.
Wolfman Jack. He was a disc jockey.
Gotcha. Almost there, boys. Actually, looks pretty good on the stream. I'm pretty pleased. The real big issue is at daytime when the clouds are super white and super bright out. That's when we're having some issues. Oh, you can see Miami. And it's TP-shaped buildings. All 30 gigabytes. 2 are Eagles and 1 is a gaming cloud. I'm not familiar with gigabyte video cards. I used to be a what was the brand name? They stopped making NVIDIA cards. EVGA. I used to be a big EVGA fan, but then once they stopped making cards, Had to really just pick whatever was out there.
AVGA was great.
AVGA was the jam. Alright, speed check 250 at 10,000. Yeah, I know. It's a shame they stopped making them. I had 1 gigabyte card before I moved to EVGA, or discovered EVGA, and the thing failed on me. It's the only video card I've ever had die. Armed. ETV activated. Need to get this thing on VATSIM so I can play with my new radio. I wish they would put this in the Phoenix. I would pay money for them to put that radio on the Phoenix.
That radio only exists on some Neo variants, and as we know, Phoenix is too good for the Neo.
Yeah, unfortunately.
What were you guys just talking about? Sorry.
The radio in the 350 is the digital radio where you can like punch the numbers in versus taking a decade to scroll through all the numbers.
Gotcha.
Do I have a decel point? I do not have a decel point. Okay. Let's go and slow it up.
Holy moly. I reported the spammer about 2 minutes ago at 9:03, and I got an email at 9:05 saying we've banned that user from Twitch. That was fast.
It was fast. Had more Asus GPUs and mainboard failures than any others. Have a good night. Have to wake up before I am. Thanks, Francisco and Francisco's wife. I appreciate y'all joining us tonight. And the humor. Humor was great.
Yes.
Yeah, thanks for strapping in.
Oh, man. Eddie's such a strapping young lad. Oh man. Alright, let's go flaps one. And we are going to go into heading mode. That was a really loud beep. Why did it beep? That one is still engaged. And flaps 2 is 212, so we are speed check. Flaps 2.
Knock. Coincident products is 50% off right now.
What is?
Coincident products. The helicopters we like. You can get them for about $15 a pop right now.
$15?
Yep. Per helicopter looks like right now. I'm looking at that 206.
That's actually pretty awesome. I may have to look at that.
It's on Orbex. And for 2024 compatibility too. I don't mind that at all.
Not for $15. I mean, we don't fly too many helicopters, but I do love that route.
No, we're gonna have to now.
I'm gonna go past grid just a touch here.
Oh crap! Orbex has a March Madness sale, 50% off on a lot of products for 8 more days.
I wonder if that's
that?
worldwide. Like, they're going to use March Madness in the United States, and people around the world are going to benefit from it.
Well, I mean, Orbex is an Australian company, so I would not surprise.
Yeah. What was my approach? 1500. 1500. Okay, we'll go ahead and do our right turn.
Now that there's a semi...
0.
Now that there's a semi-easy-to-fly helicopter in the game that kind of acts like a plane, we could probably do more helicopter ops if we wanted to.
Yep.
People who do not feel like flying a real helicopter can fly the plane gyrocopter thing.
And let's go localizer mode. Engaged. So all 3 cards work good in the sim. The gaming OC gets a better fur mark score. Maybe I can get more money for the gaming OC. Yeah, possibly. And let's do a right turn. 090. Or no, I'm sorry. 070. Through that localizer very shortly. I'm supposed to be above 3,000 here, but it's okay. Not too far below. Here's localizer. Localizer is captured.
2,500.
And we can go ahead and go into approach mode. Approach mode armed. Let's see what managed speed does. Nope, wants me to go to 250. I don't know why it does that. I think you have to activate the approach.
Do you have the R66 or the R22?
Activate approach. Confirm. Now let's go to manage speed. There it goes. I have the R66 turbine.
Gotcha.
We're a little ahead of the glide slope, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. And this is our approach fix. Go around is straight out 800, right turn to 3,000 on heading of 7120. Looks like they fixed that wandering yaw issue with the latest update. Let's see what happens when I get off autopilot.
There's a wandering yaw issue.
I had it the whole way on this flight.
Really?
Oh, really?
On up on glide slopes, go gear down, flaps 3. Glide slope captured, flaps 4. Signs on, cabin ready, landing gears on its way down, flaps are landing, ground spoilers armed.
I think we need to do a fast jet night one of these days. Azure probably just came out with a new plane that looks amazing. And now that Microsoft now allows planes to actually shoot missiles, it could be a lot of fun.
1,000 feet.
1,000.
I'll bow it off. Didn't push my button fast enough, I guess. Wasn't happy about me.
It looks great. City in the background.
It does.
$500. 400. 300.
Oh, there's really somebody on the runway. Sorry, buddy.
100 above. 200.
Not doing the go around tonight.
Minimum.
Continue.
$100.
Glide slow.
50.
Glide slow.
40. 30.
Reap.
20.
Rise.
10. 5.
Any day now. Knots, verges off. Brakes disengaged. Grease. Flaps up. Spoilers reset. We're just going to take this Tango uniform here. If you start. Clear left. Clear right, I do believe. There's Eddie. Well, I need to get my Miami scenery installed again. That was a butter, although we floated a moment, but... Oh, Eddie's right where I'm about to taxi. And his thing looks so goofy.
It would have to be.
Of all the taxiways. We'll just scoot around you here, Eddie. How about that? We're going in this international terminal anyways. I just don't have really good taxi routes. Just the tip.
What?
Alright, we're gonna make up a taxi or a parking spot here. And I'll get that landing right here in a moment, as. And welcome to Miami. Alright, APU's available, bleed on. Engine 1 and 2 off. Release the prisoners. I mean, passengers. What was going to do? Oh, right. Don't light. Brighten her up nice in here. And let's go ahead and get our ground equipment. Go. GPU. Jetway. And let's see what that landing rate was. 107. Pretty good. Not bad. How do I clear this message? Oh, I forgot we had the checklist built in. We need to use that next time. It's probably something I've forgotten.
At least it's optional, unlike the 777.
Yeah. How do you get rid of this? I wonder. Enter? Alrighty. That was a good flight.
Yeah.
I appreciate the fun conversation there we had. A little nostalgia.
Boy. Yep.
Alright guys, I'm thinking Thursday we can get our GA on. I might pop out with the Robinson R66. I was flying it earlier, just goofing off. That'd be kind of fun to do a helicopter flight. Sounds like the first and second officers are upset about something in the background, but yeah, so.
Well, if anybody wants to practice or check anything out, maybe I'll do the same. Hong Kong for helicopters would be a target-rich environment for rooftop.
Well, we're in Tokyo right now. Or not Tokyo, but Japan in general.
Okay.
So we're near Tokyo. So we could probably find quite a few over there too, because they have a lot of helicopter pads.
Right.
So
I'm just gonna need someone to sit down with me one day and just help me figure out how to like actually control the helicopter. It's so ridiculously hard.
Tuesday we're going to be in the CRJ. We might even have a stream Tuesday, because that releases on Tuesday. And it's a free upgrade since you already own it. So I've had it for 4 or 5 years now. So I'll be definitely hopping in that thing and having some fun with it. And then Thursday we'll do the helicopter flight. So either Monday or Wednesday, Dev, I can try to help you out.
Awesome.
So the helicopters definitely take practice. Pedals, you have to have pedals for those for sure. But once you realize it's all about the thrust vector in the helicopter, it's not so bad.
I'm still gonna. Yeah,
If you draw a straight line up from the helicopter, it's always going to be pushing air down. So if you want to go forward, you make that arrow point forwards. You want to go back, point back. So it's really mostly a muscle memory thing. At some point, it just becomes easy. So, anyways, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and shut the stream down here. So you guys have a good night and happy flying.